पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. Om Shanti 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 Om. The present mantra 9 of Mandukya Upanishad informs us two primary understandings. Let me take the first understanding, which connects us with the waking state, Jāgarita-sthāno. It says that the waking state is indicated and borne by the syllable a. Whosoever understands this esoteric aspect shall be able to attain all of its desires and acquire excellence. So, does it mean that if I understand what is syllable akara, the first syllable in onkar, u, ma, a, u, m. So, does it mean that if I understand the syllable I can attain all my desires? Well, going by simple the mentioning of it, no. Then what does it indicate? It indicates that the syllable A has been associated with the waking state, Jagrat. The entire business of life is dispensed in the waking state. When we are outward, interacting, at that time of our own existence, we calculate, assess, recall, retrieve, memorize, elucidate informations, arrive conclusions, all in the waking state. And what is the primary resource, the primary power of the waking state? That is attention, attention, attention. The mantra indicates whosoever understands the significance, the depth of the attention management, attention retention, the focus of attention, shall be able to cherish all of its desires. Because if the attention is distracted, unstable, you can never be able to ascertain your priorities. You shall never be able to embark upon any specific subject, gather any clarity, and arrive any meaningful conclusions. So, what is the foremost? Attention. The resource that the Almighty has bestowed to a human as a manifestation on the planet are three, namely time, attention, energy. And the remaining two, the attention and time, are driven, the energy and the time are driven and steered by attention. If you cannot hold on to your attention, if you cannot manage your attention, then believe it or you may disbelieve, the facts won't change. You shall be like a rolling stone gathering none. All successful people, barring those very few rare ones who may have been bequeathed by some destiny, otherwise, all those people who have worked out to the top through their own rigorous efforts has been a result of their attention management. They were able to retain their attention upon the vital aspects of their life in their journey. And attention is the foremost that we keep harping upon. Where is your attention? Where are you lost? When you're not here, then where are you? You're physically present and mentally absent. What happens to you? You just become a dead wood. Where exactly do you go? What kind of hallucinations are you engaged into? Where are you? These questions somehow give absolute prominence to the attention on any given time, at any given moment. The mantra draws our attention that the foremost letter, the foremost syllable in communication is a. And the foremost aspect of the awareness in the human outward is also the waking state, the So the syllable and the waking state, they have been equated because they are almost the most foremost ones, the first ones. They're at the outset, they're at the frontiers. So both have been equated here, the syllable and the attention, Jāgarita-sthāno, waking state. And whosoever shall understand its depth shall be able to achieve all of its desires and gather excellence. There is another aspect now. The another aspect is that few yogis, not that it has been my part of sadhana, because I am a Gayatri Upasak, although have done sufficiently enough sadhana with the second letter, which is O, the O, and the last one, the Ma, has never been my own personal sadhana. But I have read about few exalted ones who have mentioned that for the purpose of manifestation, the sadhana of the syllable only ah, can manifest any desire. Let me reiterate it once again. This has never been my sadhana on the account that I am a Gayatri Upasak. So I have my own ways. But it has been very clearly observed through the mentioning of other exalted ones, to such an extent that the law of attraction or law of manifestation, which was brought to the Western world to their notices decades ago by one of the foremost authors. I happened to read his book wherein he mentions that his association with one of the Indian gurus from Kerala, he was informed about the sadhana of the letter, the syllable ah, and he too could manifest various things in his life. This entire credit is to their mentioning because I have no experience upon that. But this is another aspect wherein the letter its a sadhana, its practice, and the fructification or cherishing the desires on the mortal plane become associated. But I would strictly restrain myself to my earlier mention that the Upanishad conveys that, like the foremost letter which is all pervasive, it pervades the entire language. Whatever letter, syllable you may utter, pronounce, the room for like akasha, like akash, sky, it remains there. The space is there. So it is all pervasive. It is the foremost one, and it enables one cherish one's desires, and that is through the focus of attention. Focus of attention can pervade any and every subject on this planet. Wherever you focus your attention, the energy starts gathering, it starts consolidating there. There is a saying by one of the great seers of our ancient Indian wisdom, Jahan chit waha pran. Wherever your attention is focused, the happenings start happening over there. Something starts transpiring. So attention is the one which can consolidate energy at any subject, upon any person, upon any situation, upon any objective. So it is the magic of attention. Attention management. This mantra draws our attention towards attention management. That if attention is given due concern and due care, it should yield all results that any seeker may seek in one's life. Having said that, more to come in the classes to come ahead. Enough for the day. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. ओम शांति ही शांति ही शांति ही, ओम ही सत्य है, ओम ही सत्य है, ओम ही सत्य है।